Hello, and you're very welcome. And here we are with the latest update. There's only 3 days to go now, so goodness me, there is a lot to do. So let's crack on. So confirmed attractions for the spiritual fair. Well, Jill's baked potatoes, she's pulled out, so she's gone. Very unhappy about Jill. She really let me down, and to be honest, now that this has happened, I'm happy to say that I've never actually liked her baked potatoes, and I've found that she's always been very mean with her fillings. Now, the snake house, I think this is confirmed. I don't actually know what it is. Patricia runs the snake house. I think it's essentially a cardboard box with Patricia's snakes in it. I think Patricia might be mad though, so need to confirm that. The healing shed is formerly known as the healing tent. It's now my shed. That's pretty much ready to go. The only problem is I haven't been able to open the door. I think there's something wrong with the door, so final checks need to be done on that, otherwise nobody will be able to get in. Okay, to be confirmed. When, I'm not sure, because like I say, 3 days to go. Things are getting quite tense. Need to confirm these as soon as possible. So the music, we've got Ray Bart, who are a band. They're a fused folk band. I don't know what they're fused with. That could be an issue, depending on what they're fused with, because a lot of people, they like to know what to expect before they go and see a band, so I need to find out what they're doing. The Tenpenny Poppycocks, they're a trance band, but they've insisted they want to play for 10 hours, which that's going to be a problem, because I don't want them to play for 10 hours. Dorothy has booked these preliminarily. A.R. Williams Butchers, but I think Dorothy thinks they're a band. I think they're the local butchers. A.R. Williams Butchers are the local butchers, so I don't know why she's put them down in the band category. And Big Question Mark are a band, but I think they're a brass band. But there's a big question mark over Big Question Mark, because the singer apparently has vertigo, and to get to the event they have to go over a big bridge, and he's not very happy about that. So not sure if Big Question Mark will be in attendance. One small idea I had, which I'd love to have happen, is a massive seesaw. Depending whether we can get this built in time, in only 3 days, but I just thought it would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it, to have a 100-foot tall seesaw. You can see there's somebody sat here and somebody here. Just imagine the feeling of going up and down that on a 100-foot seesaw. It'd be incredible. So really hoping we can get that sorted. Don't know where we're going to get the wood from, and we're going to have to get straps, obviously, to strap them in. Otherwise, you can see the problem that might happen there. So to-do list, this just gets longer and longer every day. I need to finish the tickets. I am concerned, as we all are, with paper. The environment is suffering terribly from human beings in general, so I don't want to add more paper tickets. Dorothy apparently read on the internet that you can make tickets out of water. I'm not sure if that's true, but would love to have water tickets. Okay, what else? Buy swill buckets for heavy loads. So essentially, we've got some compost toilets on the way, fingers crossed. But I mean, think what happens at festivals. People can have all sorts of things they need to get rid of. So a compost toilet, it can handle a lot of things, but if people are suffering with an illness, or if they need to be violently sick, some big heavy iron swill buckets would really help with that. Is the magic field cursed? No, I didn't think this was a problem. Again, Dorothy, where we have the spiritual magic happening, she walked across it and said the grass looked like it was turning black. So I'd hope no one's cursed that, because that'd be awful, but we might have to bless it. So we'll need to bless it quite quickly. Again, there's no food yet. There's no food confirmed. We've got 5,000 people coming, no food. I have had a call from somebody who makes sherbet. They think that they could supply sherbet for everybody. So I'm going to give them another call today and check up with that. But can people just get by on sherbet for 3 days at a festival? Who knows? I don't know enough about sherbet. Is the electric fence too powerful? Yesterday I discovered that several birds were dead around the electric fence. Could be a problem. Obviously, we don't want people coming to a festival and getting electric shocks. We don't have security confirmed. Now, Roland Casket is a local man, big guy, big, powerful, strong guy. Now, he is up for it, and I'd love to have Roland on board to look out for troublemakers. There's always going to be troublemakers, even at a spiritual fair. Now, my issue with Roland is he's insisted on wearing a soldier costume, and I don't really know, does he mean just fatigues, or does he mean the whole gamut of what a soldier looks like? Where do I get a soldier costume in time? Is he happy just to wear some green? I've got a green jacket and green trousers, and I don't really want him looking like a soldier. I mean, that's going to put people off, isn't it? I don't know. Okay, back to the compost toilets. I've heard they might be infected with a bug called cranch fly. So we might have to spray that with cranch fly, because they're very small bugs and can be very irritating to somebody who sits on a toilet unawares. Dorothy had this other idea. Shall we scatter some books on the ground? I guess just to make things fun. You know, you go to a festival, you walk around, maybe you're a bit bored. Oh, there's a book on the ground. Maybe I'll read that book. So that's a good idea. Where do we get the books? That's a problem. We need 5,000 people. What, a book each? That's 5,000 books. So if there are any libraries watching, or anybody who has 5,000 books they want to get rid of, please do get in touch. And finally, I need to put the washing on. So that's the to-do list. Final idea I had. Now this is in the works. This is going to, it's a vehicle, and it will enable me to get around the fair quickly, keep an eye on things. I call it the Fayre cycle. I thought it's quite a nice name. Look, there's me sat on the top. It's basically a big wheel, or ideally a big ball, like a big transparent ball. And I'd love to just sit on the top, ride around, waving to people. I'm struggling to find somebody who can build it. So far I've got the handlebars and an old horse saddle. So I've got that part sorted. I just need somebody to build the rest of the Fayre cycle, but I would love to have a go on that. Okay, so that is the latest update. Goodness me, I can hardly breathe. There's too much to do, but we are going to get there. See you on Saturday for the summer solstice. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye-bye.